Hey guys, welcome to the show. I'm Juan Lariano.
Good morning, I'm Ray Comangio. Today is July 31st, and this is your digital advertising news.
Welcome in, guys. And if you like the content, if you like the way we are providing you the news, please let us know with a like and subscribe. Coming up, we got Google Data Studio news. Rick's going to provide that for you.
All right, so Data Studio announced a few new features. First of all, being Treemaps. We've got a sample of that up now. So basically as Juan calls it, an advanced pie chart, but a sort of way to organize dimensional data and show the relative size of different dimensions based on the metric that you're charting. So kind of a cool tool. This one also supports drill down. So if you have multiple dimension levels, such as maybe medium and then source and then campaign, you can kind of pull, sort of get a more relative view of your data. So pretty cool feature. And then for those a little more code heavy who use Data Studio and more advanced formulas and stuff, we've got a few new types of functions, and they include contains text, starts with, ends with. There's a couple others, but I think those are the three. So again, in writing your formulas now, you have a little bit more flexibility to sort of create custom fields and go through data based on that sort of logic. So both cool features. I think a launch was announced probably in the past couple weeks. So just wanted to update you on that.
Coming up, we got Bing Ads as well. They're actually offering a few new add-ons. They're going to be offering experiments. Basically on standard search campaigns. Right now, it's not going to include DSAs or shopping campaigns, but lets you do some A/B testing on your ads. And also, the DSAs have been expanded just a bit. What were the details exactly on that?
So the dynamic search ads now, basically just the announcement of another field, another description field. So I think we had one description field in the past. Now you've got two description fields, 90 characters each. Again, with these two new features, experiments and DSA expansion, definitely seeing a lot in terms of Bing playing catch up to Google a little bit. So these are a lot of features that we do see within Google that Bing is launching. So we'll keep you updated as always as these roll out, but definitely want to update some campaigns based on these.
For sure. And right now we got AMP coming to Google Images.
AMP.
Interesting.
Don't know what to do with AMP, Juan. Just very hot and cold and back and forth on this. As Google, on one hand, we've done some episodes in the past if you've seen them, and we were not sure about implementing AMP from an SEO standpoint and whether that actually helps the overall traffic and lead gen and pros and cons and all. But now Google announces this.
Yeah.
And
so it's like, what's the decision? Google's still moving forward with advancing their AMP technology. It's kind of hard to make a decision on it.
And basically what they're doing now within image search, mobile devices, is basically allowing for you to swipe up to instantly access the content. So your image appears in some way, user can swipe up, access to the content immediately. We were talking about this, and this is kind of a big deal. And maybe we're just slow on this, or I'm just slow on this, but like before you had AMP as kind of like, hey, here's a little more traffic, we're going to use it in this way. As Google starts to implement more features that keep traffic off of your site, meaning off of your server, what does that impact have? This is just images right now, but what incentives does Google really have to ever send traffic to a specific web server? What are the pros and cons of that? In many cases, AMP, it is your content. You can show ad units, calls to action, all that sort of thing. But what does that evolve to? What does it evolve to when Google eventually, shows that it's more efficient to serve up your content than you serving up your content? Do we all save money on hosting? What does that look like? But this is a kind of a small advancement. Definitely could drive a bunch of traffic though, and at the same time something to keep eye on as far as like a trend goes. So
pretty cool. So we got digital marketing conferences coming in August. It looks like there's three big ones. So we're gonna have Affiliate Summit East in New York, Digital Summit in Minneapolis, and Digital Summit in Chicago. And there's still time to get some tickets for these, still open to purchase.
All right, very good. Well, if you've enjoyed today's news and want to catch it daily or at least every few days, go ahead and subscribe, ring the bell. We're on YouTube, Facebook, you name it. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.